Hey everyone, it's the Chaplain here coming to you with a little bit of Axis and Allies Global 1940 BBR variant. This is version number 3, playing with my buddy Detroit over at Axis and Allies the Garrison. Welcome to the chapel. It is coming down to the end of round 2 now. We're going to do ANZAC, Canada, and France. It's going to be a really quick video, really short video. Not a lot of action, just a lot of positioning and posturing. The Axis have had a good first 2 turns. All hope is not lost. It's usually around turn 4 or turn 5 that you start thinking, oh my gosh, there's no way that I can win as the Allies. But it's in those moments where you need to wait for your opponent to make a crucial mistake, swoop in and take victory in round 7 or round 8. So I'm hoping these moves I'm making right now in turn 2 are going to help me accomplish that goal. Let's see. All right, so Australia didn't spend any of their money. ANZAC spent 0 money in round 1, so that means that they had 20 to spend. So they are going to buy a destroyer and 2 infantry. I'm going to put them in Western Australia so that we know. And that means that they get to save 6. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in their bank, and I'll put the 20 away. Australia has no... I keep calling them Australia. I don't know why this time. It just is what it is. ANZAC has no combat moves to declare. Instead, they just have a simple non-combat move. And that is to take our little transport with 1 infantry. Let's go ahead and do 2 infantry. Over here from C-Zone 54 into C-Zone 55 up to C-Zone 45. And we're going to claim Dutch New Guinea for ANZAC. That's worth 1, so I'm going to bump us up on the tracker. And that's it for ANZAC. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, you're just going to lose that transport and that destroyer. Okay, great. I hope that I can take a ship out with me, but as we've seen in C-Zone 98 from the Italians, the Axis are rolling really well in the sea. Well, why didn't you send your cruiser up there then? Well, honestly, the destroyer is just going to stop them from blitzing through with, you know, destroying my transport and moving over, so 54 is a good buffer as well. That's it. So there's no other non-combat moves. There's no leave the guy in Malaya, right? He's just going to stay there. And that's just what it is. So, placement of units. 2 infantry go into Sydney. 1 destroyer goes into C-Zone 62. Really easy. ANZAC saved $6. And since we're at war now, since Japan went ahead and declared war against the Brits and the Americans, the Aussies got to get in on it. So we are at war. We do start to collect our national objectives, if I can get this card up. If the Allies control Malaya, which they do, and ANZAC controls all of their original territories, which they do, so I get 5 for that. And then 5, if the Allies, not the Dutch, control Dutch New Guinea, which I just took, New Guinea, New Britain, and Solomon, which belong to the ANZAC. So I get 10 extra IPCs on top of the 11 that I'll be collecting on the income tracker. So I'll go ahead and grab 21. ANZAC, again, saved 6. So they will have 27 to spend on their next turn. Really, really easy. Quick disposition. There's 1 Aussie and Malaya. Dutch New Guinea, there are 2 infantry in C-Zone 45, destroyer and transport. C-Zone 54 has a cruiser. 62 has a destroyer. Wales has 2 infantry. Queensland has 2 infantry, 3 fighters, 1 artillery, and 2 AAA. That is it for ANZAC. Next up we have Canada. They didn't spend any of their money either. They had 13 to spend. So I'm going to spend 8. There's 3 1s and a 5er on a destroyer. Let's see what Canada is going to do. Absolutely nothing. The Canadians and Scotland are going to stay put because there's absolutely no reason for them to move, and my only transport was sunk by the Germans, so I have nothing left to do except place my new unit in C-Zone 106. Boom. Destroyer. And that is it for Canada. Canada is at 7 on the income tracker, so I will grab my 7. I saved 5, so I will have 12 to spend next turn. I'm not being convoyed anymore, which is nice. So that's it for Canada. And then last but not least is France, who has no money, has no combat, but a few non-combat moves. So the first one is going to be moving from Algeria to Tunisia. Come and get me. The next one is going to be moving from French Central Africa into Equatorial Africa. Got him. The Frenchie in Syria is gone, but the French destroyer here in Sea Zone 79 is going to join the British fleet here and hopefully deter the Japanese from using their lone battleship, which represents this entire fleet. Yep. Hopefully that deters them. Quick recap. There's a French destroyer here. There is an infantry in French Equatorial Africa, 3 in Tunisia. There are 2 Frenchies in London with a fighter, and I believe that's it for France. They have no capital, so they collect no money. That is the end of round 2. I haven't ran it past Detroit, but I'm going to text him and say, hey brother, would you like to do a round 2 recap? I've got some family stuff going on upstairs, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off and go upstairs and take care of that. It is the end of round 2, like I said. We're going to start round 3. There are 4 countries that will be attempting to gain their technology in round 3. Detroit will have to roll the dice and see what everyone gets. Anyway, I'm the chaplain. I'll be praying for you.